I went to see the gypsy, and all the things she had to say.
This particular play is really important because it's about man's inhumanity to man. It's about the differences in people. It's about friendship. It's about love. But in particular, it's about two men that are put into a small, confined area, which happens to be this penitentiary jail. And one is a revolutionary, and the other is a homosexual. So because they're in a confined area and they have to live together, they have to get to know one another. Everybody should be put in this position. You know, so my part is exciting because I've always been fascinated with death, you know. I've always said that when the time comes, I hope that I am ready spiritually and I can accept it gracefully and graciously and not go kicking and screaming and embarrass myself. So this character is death. So I play her a loving death, one that says, come to me, you will come to me, you will kiss me, I will wait for you. And he does, after he does his courageous act when he gets out of the penitentiary and he helps the fella in jail. He gets killed, but he dies proud of himself. And in the last scene, I reach for him and he comes to me and we do a fabulous tango.
You love this role.
I do.
And before the camera started rolling, you said, now is the right time.
Yeah.
You could not have done this 10 years ago.
Yes.
Why not?
I would have been scared of her years ago. I would have thought, I mean, in Chicago with Gwen Verdon, which is a great show I loved a lot, I had an entrance that was the best entrance anybody has ever had in their life. From the bottom of the bowels of the theater, I came up on this platform with my back and my arms stretched with this fabulous outfit, and I turned around and I had to walk all the way downstage. Before I came up, every night I used to run around the platform saying, who am I tonight, who am I tonight? Because I didn't think that I was big enough to be this person that I was playing. So one night I'd be Sophia Loren, the next night I'd be Gina Lollobrigida, another night I'd be somebody else.
If you did it tonight, would you be Chita?
I'm me, yes.
All right.
And that's why I'm so happy to do this role, because like I said before, I really feel as though I fit in my clothes now. I feel like I fit in my body, I feel like I fit in my mind, and I like myself.
You've been dancing professionally for over 40 years?
I guess so.
How do you manage?
Yeah.
How do you manage to keep it fresh?
I don't know. I mean, I really love life, and I really love the people that come into my life. I've had fabulous people cross my path. I've worked with the best people in the world. I've learned from the best people in the world. I'm not going to let that go by. I really don't like being unhappy. It doesn't feel good.
How much of a role has your Puerto Rican heritage played in your life?
Well, you know, there were a couple of shows where I was turned down because and it kind of surprised me. I went, what do you mean I'm too Latin? What does that mean? I wasn't aware of any of that. I think it brings a lot to me because of that. I mean, because we are a very passionate, warm, race. And when you're warm and you love, things come to you.
Oh, you're going to be leaving Spider-Woman. What is that going to be like? Is this like
it's going to be weird.
A divorce?
Yeah.
You're going to be leaving people that you have lived with.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but I was just talking about it the other day because it's like a family. All of my closing nights are just amazing. I mean, they're sad and they're beautiful at the same time. But this is not going to be a closing night because I'm not finished with it yet. I'm not finished with it yet. But I'm taking a hiatus and welcoming the lady that's coming in, Vanessa Williams, and she's going into a wonderful company. They will love her, and she will absolutely love them. And then we will see what happens after that. But it's not out of my scope yet.
Rather than turn into a male chauvinist Pygmalion, he's singing a different tune now, like, with apologies to Lerner and Lowe, Get Me to the Theater on Time. That's because he's gone to Broadway and one of the great roles of the American stage, Professor Henry Higgins in My Fair Lady.
We will have none of your slum prudery here, young woman, Miss...
Moriarty is taking over for Richard Chamberlain, who played the stuffy intellectual for more than a year in the musical's latest revival. Moriarty says the love story's power is in its language, and he draws a parallel between Higgins' preoccupation with speech and his own censorship battles.
Washington has corrupted language. They have taken the word violence as it's used in drama, which is fiction, and equated it with real violence. That is corrupting language. And Henry Higgins does not like people corrupting words.
You must be reasonable, Mr. Higgins.
The actor calls Higgins a New Yorker with an English accent, who sees language as the great equalizer. That's why he decides to take Cockney-spouting street urchin Eliza Doolittle, played by Melissa Errico, and turn her into a lady. He offered us one of his favorite speeches from the play.
What could possibly matter more than to take a human being and to change her into a different human being by creating a new speech for her? It is filling up the deepest gulf that separates class from class, soul from soul. Eliza Doolittle, she matters immensely.
Michael Moriarty officially steps into the role of Professor Henry Higgins April 8th. Over the past 2 months, O'Donnell has toured the country with the play. Wednesday, it opened in Southern California, where the theaters lack the intimacy the cast is used to.
We're used to having maybe 1,000-seat arenas, so it's 3 times the normal response. You have to wait a little longer, and for the jokes to get to the back of the house, and for you to receive what they're giving you in laughter or applause.
Former soap star Ricky Paul Golden is also in the play. Grease will make stops in, appropriately enough, the Motor City, Detroit, and Minneapolis before heading for Broadway.
Theatergoers will not have to wait until the box office opens to get tickets to the Broadway Bound musical Sunset Boulevard, starring Glenn Close. That's because ticket orders are now being taken by mail and by fax.
With one look, I put words to shame.
This is the first time in Broadway history tickets can be ordered via the fax machine. The Nederlander organization, which services ticket requests, felt consumers wanted the immediacy of the fax. Tickets went on sale Sunday. So far, more than 1,500 faxes have come in. Phone orders will begin in June. The box office opens in September, and the show debuts November 17th.